Here again. So this is following on from the previous videos where I'm building on where I sorry, I just paused the video there while I got my paper. But yeah, this is building on the different skills used in interpersonal effectiveness, and today I'm going to be talking about the skills used for helping with the relationship effectiveness. So as I've mentioned before, relationship effectiveness is being able to maintain relationships in a positive way. So the acronym for this group of skills is GIVE, and that stands for to be gentle, act interested, to validate, and to have an easy manner. I'm just laughing because, just like with everyone I've said before, when I read it out it seems very obvious, but when it comes to the heat of the moment, it's not always. So the be gentle is to be nice and to be respectful to other people. You know, to not like verbally attack people, not calling them fucking stupid, which is what I do a lot. Also, you know, no physical attacks, no threats, you know, not being manipulative. You know, if you don't do this, I'm gonna leave. If you don't do, not exaggerating the kind of impact it'll have on you. Not saying, oh, if you love me, you wouldn't do this. If you were a good friend, you know, using that kind of language, which you know, sometimes you might think, oh, well, that's not hurting because it's only words, but those are the kind of words and language that actually does upset people and does put strain onto friendships, all sorts. You know, try not to moralise or to judge people. Oh, well, if you loved me, if you were a good friend, oh, if, I don't know, if you were a good sister or anything like that. I was like, oh, but, you know, you're my best friend, you should do this. Yeah, well, you know, try to avoid the shoulds or making, or basically like not guilt tripping people into doing things. And the being gentle bit also is when other people are talking, no eye rolling, no just cutting people off, no, and not saying like, oh, that's stupid, I don't care. You know, not belittling, not so much not belittling what I say, but, you know, not even belittling the fact they are saying anything. Also, yeah, the second one is to act interested in what the other person's saying. Listen to the other person's point of view, which isn't the same as agreeing with them, but let them have a turn. You know, make sure you are part of the conversation. If other people are talking and you're off tidying up over this and oh, you're making a cup of tea over here, or you're just looking in your bag. And this isn't only just when you're having like a confrontational talk, it's also when you just have a normal talk. It's, you know, if you're in a, you know, if you're in a group and you've talked and you want everyone to listen to you, but then when someone else is talking, you're just on your phone, you're not respecting like the relationship you have there. You know, don't interrupt people, don't talk over people. But also the acting interested bit, and this bit was interesting to me, is be sensitive to the other person's wish if they want to have the discussion at a later time. So, you might come in and be like, oh, I want to tell you about my day at work. But if they're busy doing something, and they go, oh, let me finish this, and then you react, oh, well, you don't care about me then, you don't care that I'll have bum. Sort of, you shouldn't do that. Which is hard because you take that personally. Whereas they might just be saying, look, let me finish this so I can then give you the full attention. But if you go off on one, they're then going to go, well, actually, I'm not going to listen to you at all now. I'm just laughing because this is whole stuff I'm really bad at. But when I'm in like this situation now, it's so obvious. But it's, it is stuff I'm working on. V is validate with both words and actions, and it's showing that you understand the other person's feelings and thoughts about the situation. And it is about the trying to see from the other person's point of view. So, saying, I realise it might be hard for you, or I don't know, like, say for example, if I use my example, like, oh, I want to go to the cinema on Saturday, but you feel you haven't done anything fun for ages because you've been skint. You might, instead of going, you never take me to the cinema, like, you never do anything fun, you could lead that with, I know it's been a hard couple of weeks, I know you've been worried about money, however, do you think this weekend we could do something fun? And it's that validating, going, I understand why, instead of just going, oh, you don't do it. Marsha, who wrote this whole therapy course, she does go a bit more into about validation, which I might do that in a separate video, just because there is quite a lot of it, and it's just something that before this session, it's not anything I ever thought about, but I do find really interesting, because it's the whole seeing things from another person's point of view, which I've never done, not on purpose, I've not chose to not do it, but it's not something that's okay, natural to me. And the E is use an easy manner, smiling, use a little humour, ease the person along, and if it is a hard conversation, see how you can make light of it. And I think this is recognising if something is hard and you're in it together, have a laugh about it. It's like when me and my partner, it's become a bit of a running joke now, because when we if ever we do get into an argument or something, it always seems to be kind of late at night, I have to come back from work after the day's kind of done, and on my phone I have an alarm at 9:30 to remind me to take my tablets, and it is the most ridiculous, cheesy, fairground type music. So sometimes we'll be having an argument, and then all of a sudden you see I can't do the tune kind of thing, and it just breaks tension, because then you laugh, because we laugh at how inappropriate it is to have fairground music, and it kind of breaks that tension, and it kind of reminds yourself that you do have that shared positive connection. So it's about being light-hearted, you're not taking the piss out of each other, but just having that thing, you don't have to be serious all of the time kind of thing, and just remember, the reason that you have a relationship is because you like each other, or you want to like each other, you know, and that's friends, partners, family, etc. So, yeah, again, a lot of stuff that sounds very obvious, but in practice, are we all that good at it? Not really. But yeah, thank you.